So, Unrivaled have done the funniest thing. They have, in fact, given MVP to somebody who, I'm not joking when I say this, went 3-8 through their last 11 games of a 14-game season. A player whose team was the favourites to win it all and was sub 500. And yes, don't get it twisted, Chelsea Gray was good. I am not out here saying that Chelsea Gray was good. In fact, I think Chelsea Gray should have still made an all-unrivaled team. I think Chelsea Gray should have made an all-unrivaled team. I don't think it should have been first team. I think all-unrivaled second team, considering her individual brilliance, despite the fact that her team was absolutely terrible, is fair. I think that is absolutely fair. I think having her in as a all-unrivaled second team player, with her team being absolutely shockingly poor. They were the worst. They had minus 44 plus minus. I'm not joking. They had a minus 44 plus minus. That is actually kind of crazy. That is really, really crazy. But at the same time, she was fantastic. But the MVP, she won an MVP. Why? Because she won a 1v1 competition? Unrivaled, the first league in history to give first team an MVP to a player below. Loads of people have given first team players below 500. That is a common thing. First team all unrivaled. I'm kind of annoyed about the first team all unrivaled. It is what it is at the end of the day. It's a little bit annoying that she got first team all unrivaled when I absolutely think that team standing matters. It matters to an extent anyway. It matters to an extent. You're not just going to get all unrivaled for... you're not going to win MVP of Unrivaled if you're averaging 16 points per game for the best team. But what about the person who averaged 21 points per game for the best team? How exactly did Kelsey Plum not win MVP? Kelsey Plum hit more game winners. Kelsey Plum had more game winners, averaged 2 less points, averaged more assists per game, and was on the best team. What are we doing? I mean it. What are we actually doing? Kelsey Plum literally had... But also, there is some absolutely hilarious things you guys don't know with it. People demanding that Teresa Weatherspoon, saying she was snubbed for Coach of the Year when her team won 5 games. Her team went 5-9. They went 5-9. And people were saying because they won a semi-final, they're she's been the best coach 2 years in a row. I was why? Because they've been sub 500 2 years in a row. It's actually, I don't think people understand how dumb. It's actually mad how dumb a lot of the old women's basketball fans are. Chelsea Gray, literally. Chelsea Gray won legendary moment after another. And by the way, Chelsea Gray was really good. She was really good. She won her 200k. But winning a 1v1 competition shouldn't win you MVP. People are oh, she hit all those game winners. Yeah, Kelsey Plum hit more for the best team. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Genuinely, make it make sense. That's the only way I can say is make it make sense. None of this makes sense. I mean this. None of this whole thing makes sense. You are literally there. We are literally there with a player whose team lost 8 of her last 11 games. They were the favourites to win it all. They had Kalia Copper. They had Azare Stevens. They had Shakira Austin. They had Angel Reese when Azare left. His team was meant to win it all. They were near, had they not won those first 3 games, which, by the way, outside of the Lunar Owls game, it was just Chelsea Gray. In fairness, Chelsea Gray carried them those first 3 games. But Chelsea Gray was averaging 20 points per game through the last 11. She was averaging 32 points a game. She was literally going out there being just an average player. Not average, Jesus. But she was... Kalia Copper, you could argue, was almost as good as Chelsea Gray. And I understand she had 38 points in that win against the Laces. But I'm Kelsey Plum had 35 in the last game. There's no... And Kelsey Plum's team won twice as many games. Like they literally won twice. I think they were 12-3. I think they won twice as many games. Like, what are we actually doing? And people were like, oh, it was between her and Paige Bueckers. Like, why? Kelsey Plum averaged more points than Paige Bueckers for the best team. And like Moore says, like, there's no logic to any of this stuff, by the way. There's no logic to it. There's no logic to any of this at all. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, her play earned her team record to loss. And ironically, yeah. It's like giving MVP to fucking... I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. It's like giving MVP to 2021 Bradley Beal. Because he was putting up, like, stupidly high numbers. Like, stupidly high numbers for the 2021 play-in team. For the 2021 play-in team, like, Wizards. But, like, that was never going to happen. And people are like, oh, this is a little bit like Kobe. Kobe in 2006, his team was way better. It was way over 500. They were 2 games below 500. They went 6-8. They went 6-8 with the most stacked team in Unrivaled. Like, I'm sorry. They had the most stacked team in Unrivaled. Yes, Lexi Hull. By the way, if you guys looked, the more minutes Lexi Hull played, the better the team played. That is one thing. But otherwise, you are literally there and watching. You're there watching this team play, and it's like, yes, Chelsea Gray is exceptional. But, like, she didn't play any defense either. Like, they conceded some of the most points. They were getting blitzed. Like, they had almost as many double-digit losses as they had wins. Like, they lost games by an average of, like, 4 points. Despite the fact that they had a couple of blowout wins early. They lost 2 games, or was it 4 games by 18 plus points? Like, I'm sorry. Like, they were after the hot streak that they started off on, which is 3 games in a row. By the way, it was all Chelsea Gray. Like, it is, it's one of those things where we've now in a situation that, like, they have given MVP to somebody because of a 3-on-3 competition. Like, I actually don't know. Like, in a 3-on-3 competition, what is the logic there? Like, because there is no argument for Chelsea Gray over Kelsey Plum. Because Kelsey Plum had more game winners. Kelsey Plum averaged the same amount of points, and Kelsey Plum's team won. Or there's like 2 points difference, which is irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. Like, and they won twice the amount of games. Like, there is no argument. They literally gave somebody who was the 5th seed out of 8 teams the MVP. Like, if she's MVP, Caitlin Clark should have been 2024 MVP. Just saying. The points created, the overall points created, and by the way, you do realize that Caitlin Clark's team was above 500. They were above 500 that season. Actually, I forgot they ended at 500 because they basically sacked Caitlin Clark for 2 games end of year. But yeah, so they were technically at 500, but still, it made no difference. They had 2 dead rubber games, and they basically, not they threw the games, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Like, if they'd won 24. If they'd won 20, if they'd gone 22-18 or 20-20, they still couldn't get above or get to a higher seed. But they were still 500. Like, she lost to Lunar Elves a couple of times. Like, why not give Marina Mabry MVP then? Genuinely, why not give Marina Mabry MVP? They only won like 1 less game. Why not give Marina Mabry MVP? I don't know.